Hey, what's up, guys? Listen how a Jamaican woman won millions in Guyana. Mm-hmm. 56-year-old Sandra Russell, a Jamaican woman, was on Wednesday, September 29, awarded 3.1 million Guyanese dollars or approximately 14,000 US dollars by Guyanese acting Chief Justice as compensation for being unlawfully detained in the South American country for 8 months. According to news, Sandra Russell was detained in prison by the Guyanese police force, though she had been freed after serving time for a narcotics conviction. The lawsuit against the state was filed by attorney Darren Wade on the grounds that Russell's fundamental human rights to freedom has been breached as a result of her unlawful detainment. The lawyer had initially demanded 10 million Guyanese dollars for each day Russell was illegally detained and more than 20 million for the harsh treatment she experienced behind bars. Wade had also demanded an additional 50 million for false imprisonment and 20 million for violating her freedom of movement. While in detention, Russell said that she experienced depression and stress as a result of poor prison conditions. She claimed ventilation was bad and she was also made to sleep on the station's concrete floors with a thin mattress. So let's hear how this all started. Sandra Russell received a 8 months prison sentence and a 135,000 Guyanese dollars fine in 2018 after she was arrested for cannabis possession. She was, however, released 4.5 months early after her sentence was reduced. Russell was handed over to a female immigration officer, and though the next line of action was to deport Russell to her home country Jamaica, she was held at the East La Penitence police station for 8 months before her eventual bail release in July 2019. Now, during the trial, the attorney for the state called on the court to dismiss the suit on the grounds that the Jamaican consulate in Guyana had failed to establish if Russell was indeed a citizen of the Caribbean nation. They added that became a setback in facilitating her deportation. The state's attorney also cited the Immigration Act as the basis for detaining Russell and argued she was classified as a quote-unquote prohibited immigrant, while her identity was trying to be established. In her ruling, however, Acting Chief Justice Roxanne George said, and I quote, "The state must do better as regards to facilities in the incarceration of persons. The claim of so-called third world status cannot be permitted as a continual excuse for poor conditions and cannot be countenanced as being the best the state can do." End quote. Justice George also said that the Immigration Act allows people to be kept in custody for a period of 3 months to allow for the establishment of a tribunal. In her ruling, she details of the judgment. Russell is supposed to receive 2.5 million in compensatory damages and 600,000 for the deplorable prison conditions she was made to endure while she was unlawfully detained. Justice George also ordered the state to pay 250,000 in cost. Sandra Russell was also ordered to make the necessary arrangements to leave Guyana in the earliest possible time. Quote, "Since the applicant is not a citizen of Guyana and has clearly overstayed her time, unless some accommodation is granted by the state, she must leave. This should not be at the expense of the state. As such, unless she can stand the expenses of her return to her home country, which such expense is to be deducted from her award."